Welcome to Beyond Our Focus. I'm Stefan. This is Amanda. It's November 1st, the day after Halloween. Hence, why this Halloween week for us. So we dressed up a little bit. I got my fancy clown outfit because I like clowns, as you can see. She's got a dress on, which she can't see because she's hiding with her cloak. Oh, fancy axe. We're all prepped and prepared. We're having fun. This is Would You If. Would you blank if blank with a consequence? This actually gets to the name of the show. This mask is going to come off for conversation because I am very muffled. I know that. And we'll get to the question. So let's get this mask off. Amanda, will you tell the audience our question if you remember it?
So the question today is centering around serial killers.
Ooh!
So essentially, our question was, would you step into the mind of... Oh, wait, no. Which question did we end up with? Because we actually did go over a couple different ones before we started. And it kind of evolved.
Would you be a serial killer for a day if with every person you killed, you gained a cure to a mental illness?
That's so fucked.
So you have to do a horrible thing for good reason.
So pretty much, every person you killed you would gain the knowledge to cure what you're essentially doing to your own mind.
Probably, yes. So it's like, hey, I really want to cure depression and, let's say, schizophrenia and whatever. You name off a few, but that means everyone you name off, you got to kill someone.
So, do you have to kill a person with said mental illness, or can it be anyone?
No, anyone. We're going with anyone.
Just track down these people?
So you have to, in order to solve what causes a serial killer, you essentially have to become a serial killer. So would you do it? Would you do it for the greater good?
Does it matter how you kill them?
I don't think so. I wouldn't say no.
So if you just euthanized a bunch of old people.
Well, if you could find a way and find a bunch of old people to euthanize.
That's the other thing, is that are we talking murder or are we talking killing? Because sadly, there are older people or sick people who want to be euthanized but can't because it's illegal. So if you find said people and just be like, hey, make a deal with you.
You have 1 day.
I can track some people down.
You have 1 day. You have 24 hours to do this. Can you really find a whole bunch of old people like, please kill me?
Yes.
It's
a sad world, but yes.
Okay, well, they can't be... We're going to put the stipulations that you're trying to make it too easy on yourself. Can't be people who want to die.
It can't be people who want... So pretty much you're talking murder, not killing. Got it.
Again, serial killer. Serial killer isn't like, I'm the friendly guy who's only killing old people.
You don't know that?
Come on, this is the Halloween special. We're talking about it. We're talking about Jason, Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers. We're talking about serial killers.
Pennywise just likes to eat people.
Yeah, still serial killing. He's killed and eaten a lot of children.
Okay, so essentially, you have to become a serial killer to cure serial killers.
Essentially.
Yes.
The more you kill, the more you solve.
Okay. And how do you solve these as far as... No, I mean, I'm just saying, is this knowledge just instantaneous or is it, research? I mean, obviously, I could gain the answers to solve anything, but won't be able to do anything because I'm not highly intelligent.
Whatever makes you feel best. However best you think you should do this. I don't care how it comes. You can magically know the answer to the cure. It could magically just... Oh, look at that. Some study just came through and we know how to do this now. It's going to be magic of some sort. There's no other way of making this work.
Okay.
But you or said scientist comes up with... I guarantee they're trying to figure out cures to all this stuff right now anyway. So let's just say every time you kill someone, they have that breakthrough and they figured out what it is.
It's like fucking Death Note.
Death Note was good.
I guess the final question would be, obviously you are now a serial killer.
Yes.
Does that mean people are hunting you?
Well, for one, you're only starting this one day. So people don't even know about you until you start doing it. So yes, one, you'd have to get away with it, or do it in a quick succession that you wouldn't be caught immediately. Let's not kill the first person to get caught by the police. But still, the real world.
Yeah. We magically gaining the answers. I figured I'd ask if, we're talking about people in, what was it? Why can't I fucking think of the town name?
I don't remember either. So.
It was something land.
So I guess the real...
Either way.
Well, next question is...
Well,
are you doing it in your own body, or are you doing it in an actual serial killer's body?
I think this is going to sound bad, but I think in a sense it would be easier to do it in someone else's body.
I agree, it would be easier to do it.
Because then if you're...
But I think in the end you should be resolved. No matter what, you're going to get away with it. So I still say yes. It's going to be in someone else's body or some other actual killer's body.
Okay.
Because then at least after the fact is done, maybe he gets caught, but you get away.
That's what I was wondering, because it's like there's a difference between someone else's body and a serial killer's body, because it would be even harder if you just got...
Or you're just really hurting someone else.
Like...
One more victim to your...
Yeah, by the end of it, you'll kill all these people, but you will burn the body that you are in. Essentially, you are a horrible fucking person. Because you get to live the rest of your life knowing that you may have solved all this, but you killed all those people and burned someone's life to the ground. Please tell me we're not going that route.
No, that's going a bit far. Well, at least let you get rid of one bad guy as you do for doing this.
So you still have to kill them, but by the end of it...
You return back to your own body. So you can get away with it if you feel that you deserve it after that. If you can live with yourself.
Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, were these people already targeted by this guy? Like, were these the people he was already going to kill?
No, because you get to pick how many you kill.
That's true. So
for how much you want to solve, how much goodness you want to go to the world. You have to... This is a real dark episode. If you're tuning in for the first time, this is not quite how these generally go, but...
Candy corn?
Take a handful. We have plenty.
It's tricky. It's tricky.
Oh, it is. It's very tricky. And on one hand, it's like, oh, you're helping so many, or you could help so many people. On the other hand, you have to brutally kill a bunch of people to get there.
And I'm sure you have to decide how you're going to kill them, which is just...
you gotta kill them somehow.
So, essentially, not only are you killing these people, it's premeditated, because you have to make sure you get away... Well, you technically have to make sure they get away with it,
at least
so that you can kill more. Yeah. Why are we talking about this?
Because we needed... This is our Halloween episode!
Oh, God. So let's find out what kind of people we are.
Exactly. I think that's the deep dive into all these. Like, what kind of people are we really? This is very much for the greater good, but you're doing a terrible act.
Well, yes, you're murdering people.
You're doing a horrible, terrible thing.
But by the end of it, someone who originally was going to murder people anyways, technically...
I mean, you could burn your body when you're dead. You could technically... He could be their last victim. Or turn yourself into the police. And you would go away, and he would still be there. But could you? Could you handle... For one, could you actually personally see yourself killing someone?
Okay.
Do you think you're capable of being a serial killer?
I'm not answering that on camera. Let's be reasonable here. One question though. Okay. I lost it right away after you said that. It was about I don't even remember. Because we were talking about burning the body or turning yourself in or anything like that.
I said, you think you are capable of killing? I don't know. I don't know where you were going.
I think it had something to do with just, well, obviously you're going to have nightmares about this forever, because if you're seeing through the person's eyes, then...
Well, you are this person, essentially. For 24 hours, you are this guy, or girl, or whomever, this serial killer. At this point, you have to figure out how to kill these people.
You're going to be using a lot of cures that you're going
to need these cures once you're done. But do you think you could actually do this for the greater good to solve things? Or do you think maybe
that's what it was. Sorry, go ahead.
No. You got it back. What is it?
Okay. Say you decide to do this. Say you're like, okay, I'm going to do this. You go into this person's mind, take over their body, whatever. Can you back out? Or do you at least have to kill one person before you get put back in your own body?
Totally back out. You ain't got to do anything. You don't solve anything. You don't fix anything.
Yep. But there is a way out.
There's a way out. You don't have you are this person. You don't have to kill anyone. You don't fix anything. You don't solve anything. You're just going to live one day as this dude with this dude's face. You fix nothing. You know nothing. You're just this guy for a day. You go back to your body. No harm, no foul. Of course, he's still a criminal. Maybe you actually want to turn him in at the end of the day. But you help
just
the
make
world.
him do some really just god-awful nice things the entire day.
Turn yourself in and say, hey, I know I've killed some people. Please catch me. These are my fingerprints. You leave the body, you turn this dude in. Or you look around his house, you figure out who he killed or something. Oh, you did one good thing. You stopped the serial killer. Now, of course, you didn't actually solve anything, really. You didn't cure these illnesses. You didn't do any of that. But you captured one serial killer. Good for you.
So
is that enough?
One serial killer versus everybody in the world suffering from some sort of mental...
Even if you say, hey, I'm going to pick one, just one. Say, even if it's like, hey, depression. That's a huge one that people suffer from. You could solve depression worldwide from just some... They find the cure, it's like one pill, and it just fixes things. Or helps. Without all the stupid side effects. Is it worth the death of one person? And that one person cannot be the serial killer.
But you said...
I said you could kill him if you wanted to. But he doesn't count towards this. Because that's too easy.
Damn it. That's... I don't know if I like where I'm leaning.
Let's see. Let's make a bomb vest. Let's run into a prison and just blow ourselves up. Now, everyone in there, not going to be horrible people. There are going to be some people like just smoking a joint somewhere and they got arrested for some little weed.
Yeah.
And he still died because of that because he happened to be in the prison. Probably going to end up killing a few security guards. But for the most part, you'll probably end up killing more criminals, bad people, and not necessarily good people.
And not only that, but because of the instant reaction of blowing up the body, you technically wouldn't be like literally standing over someone like...
No. It might be the easiest way to do it and feel disconnected from it. And you just, I guess there'd be some little ding, ding, ding thing in your mind saying, hey, oh, you killed this many people. You get this many illnesses to fix. That sounds wonderful.
That sounds like a just level up. You've gained this many experience points. Your quest has ended.
Is it worth it? Do you think you could personally do it? You could almost it'd be one heck of a step towards world peace.
It would. As I said, like, depression causes a whole bunch of things, including sometimes serial killers. Sometimes, just homicidal maniacs. Revenge killers.
More often than not,
Suicide.
Suicide. That's the big one. That's the one they get everyone.
And that alone would make me say yes.
It's a big one.
It is.
It's a big one. Just that by itself is a big one. Oh, you're going to say yes. I see you. I see you. You're going to say yes.
I know I'm saying yes. It's just... It's sad to say, but one person versus...
Exactly. Even if it was only one person. If you somehow could find this one guy robbing a bank or something, or a convenience store, but if you first, and I'm done. I'm done. That's it.
Exactly. Like...
Someone you could justify.
I'm gonna have to go with yes, just because of the sheer
magnitude of people you could help.
Yes.
It's a terrible thing, but it's technically for the greater good.
I'll just push a random person off a bridge.
Just a random person. Oh, picture. Oh, oops.
They tripped.
On my trip, they didn't see me. It was an accident.
The shoelace was untied. I tried to catch him.
It was too late.
That's like the pushing the kid in front, or not saving the kid from the vehicle thing.
Yeah, that one. That was an interesting one.
So, like, I tried to save him.
And accidentally pushed him as I did it, but...
Where you just reach out and you're like... right before the shirt.
I just couldn't do it. It felt too fast. My reflexes were too slow.
I tried. I tripped on my own shoelace. So why didn't you get hit by the car then? I tripped the opposite direction.
So you're saying yes. You're saying yes.
I would go into a serial killer's body to kill someone so that depression or some mental illness of some kind would be cured. I wasn't going to just flat out say I would kill someone to cure depression, because that goes a little too...
Might solve your depression. Dun dun dun.
That's it. That's true. Would we be changed by these? Or would we just not be affected? Because that would fucking suck. If, like, you would cure this, or they would find a cure for this, but you would have to remain as you are. No.
Whatever you do, it applies to you. If you end up having depression, that'd be the one thing you could fix.
I know my answer. What is your answer?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. It's definitely yes. It's too much of the greater good for the few.
Yeah.
Even though it is terrible. And just see, the next question comes down to how many would you?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
and I don't know if we necessarily want to explore that scale.
How many mental illnesses do we want to just knock off? Like, I mean, depression's bad, but then, we have deeper ones, and we have, like, schizophrenia, and we have just...
There's a lot of...
bipolar disorder. We have a lot of ones that are messing with people's lives.
Yeah, and mental illness is a serious issue.
No one wants to talk about.
Nobody wants to talk about.
Welcome to our Halloween episode.
Yeah!
Where we just get dark as hell and
then end on a really serious note about... really...
This has become a mental illness advertisement.
Well, that is true, though. Mental illness is probably the worst thing that America personally suffers from, if not the world. It's just a bad thing in general.
You can't run from your own mind.
Nope, it's always there.
And on that note, What would you do?
What exactly? What would you do? Do you think doing this terrible deed to solve this disease, this mental illness, is it worth it?
So, essentially, would you go into a serial killer's body and do their work for them if it meant every person you killed would, cure a disease, a mental illness?
Mental illness. And there's a whole
book
full of them, so you got a lot to choose from. Pick the worst.
What would you do, guys?
We're going with yes.
Yeah.
We're not positive maybe how many we might kill less.
We at least know one.
Oh.
We at least know we'd tackle one.
Because in the end, it would be worth it. But we're not going to plot out the whole thing here. It seems a bit much on camera just to plot out the whole thing.
Well, not only that, but we're not actually gaining anything by plotting this entire thing.
No. But we do think it'd be worth it. What do you think? Do you think it'd be worth it? Do you think you would do it? As always, I'll post a poll on Twitter at Beyond Our Focus. You can also reach us on Facebook and Instagram at Beyond Our Focus. If you're listening to this on podcast service, you can do it. We're on YouTube, and then if you're watching on this on YouTube, we're on a bunch of podcast services, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and some other ones.
You can put your, responses in the comments below. You can put them on Facebook. You can go on Twitter and do the poll. I mean, you can make a video saying how much you hated this idea and how we're horrible people.
Exactly. You can do that as well. You can always reach us at BJJ Gamer for me and Amanda at KZ Pup and tell us how terrible people we are for discussing this terrible thing on camera.
I don't think this even comes close to talking about possibly letting a child die to save the world, okay?
Well, it was for the greater good, okay? And as long as you can justify it that way, it's all fine.
On that note, again.
On that note, I think we're done with this episode. Let us know what you would do. Leave a like, subscribe, comment. And as always, till next time. Pleasant days. Long nights and pleasant days. Long days and pleasant nights. It's a confusing phrase. I don't know how to say it. It's all right.
Happy Halloween, guys.
And hope you had a good Halloween.
Yes.
2 days ago. Yesterday.
Happy after Halloween.
Yes, belated Halloween.
Happy belated Halloween.
Exactly. We'll get there. It's all right. No one watches this far in the video anyway. Goodbye.